The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And hi everybody, my name is Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program for the 17th day of August, the 20th to 22nd. Every year in baseball, or at least in this era of baseball, there are 4 golden tickets to the playoffs. You play 162 games to try to get in for your best shot to win the World Series. In the 1985, there are no wild cards. You don't get in unless you win the division. And for the Los Angeles Dodgers, this has kind of been a cakewalk. They are 95-47. They have a 20-game lead in the National League West, something they didn't have in real life. The Reds finished, I believe, within 5 games of LA in real life. And the Dodgers have exceeded their real-life win total. They are 95-47, and their next win, or Houston's next loss, punches our first golden ticket. And we'll know that the first 2 games of the National League Championship Series, expanded, by the way, to a best-of-7, and a potential Game 6 and 7, will be in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium. Who they face? We still think it's going to be the Cardinals, but the Cardinals haven't had the chance to clinch yet. The Dodgers are the first team that can clinch, and in the next hour we'll know if they have clinched. Now, we can't chase the Dodgers around Southern California because the Blue Jays and Red Sox are on deck for tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. But the 5 was pretty crowded between LA and San Diego tonight. A full house of Dodger fans as the San Diego Padres host the Dodgers in what the Dodgers hope to be a Lawrence Welk night, full of champagne and bubbles. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1985 tonight from Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego, California. It's the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so here we go. It is a full house here in San Diego. The Padres will obviously not defend their National League crown. Only Houston has not been eliminated, by the way, in the National League West. The Padres playing a much better second half of the year at 68-74. But the Dodgers, 95-47 with 20 games left, pretty much have 3 weeks to do the deed. They will face, however, in their first chance to win the division, Eric Shaw, making his 31st start of the year. He's got 4 left after this. Eric is 29 years old, a fastball pitcher and a fly ball pitcher as well. He is 17-6 on the replay, so he has beat his real-life record by 5 wins and a minimum, and an earned run average of .303. 4th start against the Dodgers, 20 in the 3rd innings, 18 hits, 12 runs, 7 earned. So the defense behind Eric has not been all that great. He has walked 6, struck out 13, and is 1-1 against LA with an earned run average of .310. In his last outing, it was, in real life, the Pete Rose game. However, the Padres beat the Reds, and Rose did not get his 5 hits. So Shaw on September 11th, 8 and a 3rd innings, 136 pitches, 8 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. He has 2 3-hitters this year, 1 against the Reds on August 15th, and 1 against the Giants on June 22nd. So he is the undisputed ace of San Diego. In 216 2/3 innings, he's allowed 186 hits, 86 runs, 73 of those earned, 19 home runs. He has walked 72 while striking out 133. And so this will be the Dodgers lineup. Mariano Duncan leads off at short. Kenny Landreau in center will bat second. Mike Marshall in right will bat third. Greg Brock cleans up at first. Bill Madlock, what an addition he has been for the Dodgers, will bat fifth and play third. Mike Scioscia behind the plate goes sixth. Len Matusik is in left. He'll bat seventh. A lot of lefties against the righty Shao. Steve Sachs at second will bat eighth, and Jerry Royce gets the call. He's on the mound, should throw 125 pitches. Carmelo Martinez is in left field as we set the San Diego defense. Kevin McReynolds is an 8 and a 7 in center. Tony Gwynn is 7 and 9 in right. Kurt Bavacqua, Tommy Lasorda's best friend, is a 7 at third. Gary Templeton is 6 at short. Jerry Royster a 5 at second. Steve Garvey a 5 at first. So kind of a bitter game for Garvey against his former team. Terry Kennedy behind the plate. And Eric Shao is a 7 on the mound with a .905 fielding percentage. Now, normally I play the home team and let the computer manage the visitor. But with the Dodgers having the chance to clinch, I am going to run the Dodgers. The computers have the Padres. So all that said, Duncan steps in at 260. 7 home runs, 7 triples, and 46 RBI. No fancy graphics tonight if the Dodgers do this. They're going to win the division. It's just a matter of time. And if the earth swallows up Southern California, which it won't do, they have done no worse than a game 163 against the Astros. So with all that, Duncan hits a liner in the right field. Gwynn's going to pick it up for a base hit, and that's how this one starts. Kennedy, by the way, a 5 and a 4 behind the plate, and Martinez is a 5 and a 6 in left. Here's Landreau. Kenny hitting .299, 12 homers and 78 RBI. Shao throws to first, and Duncan is back, and Duncan is going to go. So there goes Duncan. Kennedy has an okay arm. The throw down to Templeton is not in time, and for Mariano, that's his 35th stolen base of the year. So the Dodgers more of a power team than we suspect the East champion Cardinals are, but they do have speed along with St. Louis. So a 1-ball count to Landreau, and a runner already in scoring position. Pitch to Ken. That's a ground ball past Garvey. Gwynn picks it up in shallow right. Duncan has speed to burn, but Tommy's going to hold him because Gwynn has a very good arm. So first and third, 1 out. Royster did not make the play. And that'll bring up Mike Marshall. Marshall at 274, 23 homers, and 84 RBI. Again, hopeful clinching day sign mind. I think they do it. I have not played the Houston-Atlanta game, so it really doesn't matter what the Dodgers do here. Obviously, you want to win your clincher, but the deed may have already been done. I don't know for sure. But as I said in the open, the National League Championship Series will start in L.A. unless Los Angeles gets swallowed up. Are you a Dodger fan, sign mind? Pitch to Marshall, runners on the corners, and he strikes out. So Shao got him on a 2-2 fastball looking, and that'll bring up Greg Brock. 251 for Greg, 16 homers, and 52 RBI. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Duncan on third. Landreau on first. Shao deals. And Brock hits this one into right. Gwynn running over. That'll score Duncan. Tony makes the play. Duncan will score without a throw. And the Dodgers lead at 1-0. So 2 out for Bill Madlock. What a trade that was for L.A. Bill at 327 and 3 RBI. He's 16 for 49. He was a deadline special coming over on August 31st. And with 20 games left, he will be their third baseman, presumably in the playoffs. So Landreau leads off at first, 2 out. Chow from the wind. And he got him. He got him on the outside corner, and that will retire the side. Dodgers draw first blood. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Half an inning in the books. It's the Dodgers 1. Here come the Padres. How you doing, Big Dave? So Jerry Royce gets the honors. Jerry is 36 years old, making his 30th start of the year. So 3 left after this. And along with the rest of the Dodger crew, has had a very, very good replay at 17-7 with an earned run average of 296. He throws that Bugs Bunny fastball at 81, and he is a ground ball pitcher. Your father rooted for the Yanks in the 81 series, so you obviously rooted for the Dodgers. I won $1 on that World Series in the 6th grade. It was the second bet I ever won. Against San Diego, this will be Royce's 3rd start. He is 0-2 with an earned run average of 355 against the Padres. 12 2/3, 13 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. He has walked 3 and struck out 10. His last start came against Atlanta on the 12th. So really 3 days rest for Royce. An 8-5 win. 7 1/3 innings for Jerry, 117 pitches, 8 hits, 5 runs all earned, 2 homers allowed, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So overall, Royce 207 innings, 197 hits, 74 runs, 68 of those are earned, 15 homers, 49 walks, and 86 strikeouts. Royce 4 hit the Phillies on September 1st, and 5 hit the Cubs on July 26th. However, his last time against the Padres was June 19th, and they beat him 4-0 over 6 2/3. Here's San Diego's lineup. Gary Templeton leads off at short. Jerry Royster will bat second and play second. Tony Gwynn in right will go third. Steve Garvey and a waitress will clean up and play first. Kurt Pavakwa at third will bat fifth. Terry Kennedy behind the plate will go sixth. Carmelo Martinez in left will bat seventh. Kevin McReynolds in center goes eighth. And Chow, who threw 16 pitches in his half of the first, will bat ninth. Len Matusik and his ramen noodle arm in left field, he's a 1 there. Landreau a 4 and a 2 in center. Mike Marshall is a 3 and an 8 in right. Madlock is a 4 at third. Mariano Duncan a 5 at short. Steve Sachs a 5 at second. Greg Brock a 6 at first. We'll tell you Mike Scioscia's numbers in a moment. Jerry Royce is 7 on the mound with a .929 fielding percentage. You gotta think that the Dodgers, if there is an advantage that St. Louis, New York, or Montreal have on LA, it is the Dodger defense. It is not great. In fact, I would say it is below average. Templeton at .263, 4 homers, and 46 RBI. Scioscia a 7 and a 6 behind the plate. Line drive to left. Matusik will pick it up for a single. He has a 6 range and a 1 arm. So that brings up Jerry Royster, 293, 4 homers, and 16 RBI. Royce, we had on against the Mets, and he got hurt. But remember, injuries are only 1 day here. Gets away from Scioscia, but not far enough for Templeton to advance. So a curveball misses low in the dirt, blocked by Scioscia, and the count is full. From the stretch. Ground ball to first. Brock only play is at first. Templeton goes to second. Royster retired, 1 out. For Tony Gwynn at 3:08, How you doing, John? 7 homers and 52 RBI. So 1 out. And again, the 5 was well used. Although the colors for San Diego are mustard and brown, there's a lot of Dodger blue in that outfield. Templeton on second. Gwynn swings into right field. Back goes Marshall. Way back there. And that ball is gone. So Tony Gwynn puts one down the line, and San Diego goes up 2-1. Again, the replay thingy not working all well. We'll try it. It's early enough. So here it is again. And Gwynn just chased that one right down the line. And it's 2-1 San Diego. So far, so good. That's good. So for Gwynn, that is his 8th of the year. Here's Garvey, 307, 19 homers, and 98 RBI. Royce winds and deals, and there's a ground ball to Brock. Underhands it to Jerry, 2 out. So here's Kurt Bavacqua working the bubblegum, hitting .276. 3 homers and 14 RBI. Line drive to Saxon, that will retire the side. But Tony Gwynn is hoping to keep the NL pennant in San Diego just a little while longer. His 2-run shot gives the Padres a 2-1 lead. So Scioscia, Matusik, and Sachs to face Shao. Mike at .314, 1 homer, and 47 RBI. Padres got 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors to take the lead. Scioscia rips that one over Royster and into center field. McReynolds will throw it back in, and that's the 3rd hit for the Dodgers. So here's Len Matusik. Len at .215 since coming over for Toronto, and the trade for Al Oliver. That's what the depressed optimist said halfway down after jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. So far, so good. That's dark. I like it, but it's dark. You became a Dodger fan, pure contrarian. That's how I became a Red Sox fan, to be honest. I understand how that works. Runner on first, pitch to Matusik. Lenny swings into left center field. McReynolds running over will make the catch for the out. Brings up Sachs. Steve at .274, a home run and 33 RBI. Gets away from Kennedy, and this time Scioscia will go to second. A pass ball. And Kennedy lost the handle on that fastball, and that's going to be a PB and a 2-0 count. So Scioscia the tying run on second, 1 out. And the crowd in a murmur. Pitch to Sachs. There's a line drive. Foul left side. Somebody from Tijuana eating some barbecued iguana made the catch. So the count now 2-1 to Sachs. Shao delivers. And there's a ground ball. Templeton behind the bag. Quick throw to Garvey for the out. Scioscia moves on to third. So 2 out for Royce, who's hitting .164, no homers, and 8 RBI. So it doesn't sound like Shao is that much of a mystery to the Dodger hitters. Popped up. Kennedy retreats and retires the side. Dodgers do not score. They get a hit. No runs and no errors. They leave a runner on. Bottom of the second here at Jack Murphy Stadium. 2-1 San Diego. So Kennedy, one of the two lefties in the lineup, followed by Martinez and McReynolds to face Royce here in the second. Kennedy at 274, 9 homers, and 68 RBI. Royce starts the second. Fly ball left field. Matuzik, 1 out. So I'll bring up Martinez. Carmelo at 243, 19 homers, and 64 RBI. The Dodgers have a decent history here in San Diego. It was here in this ballpark where Orel Hershiser broke Don Drysdale's scoreless inning streak in 1988. Base hit left field. Matuzik has to play it off the wall. Martinez digging for second, and he's in there. That should have been stabbed by Madlock, but they got Madlock's bat, not necessarily his glove. So runner in scoring position for Kevin McReynolds. Does smell like the heat is on him here. 246, 15 homers, and 75 RBI. The latter two numbers match his real-life totals. Royce's delivery. McReynolds. There's a base hit right field. Marshall will pick it up. Martinez doesn't have great speed, and Marshall is a good arm, and they both won't challenge each other. The throw goes in the infield, and Carmelo holds at first, or third. And so that'll bring up Eric Chow hitting 110, 2 homers and 14 RBI. Brock and Madlock will play for the bunt. I have never seen the computer squeeze. Pitch to Chow. He swings. Shallow center field. Landro rides the Schwinn, makes the catch. Martinez retreats and will score without a throw, and the Padres go up 3-1 with 2 out. And if Deese got Howard here, he'd be warming up his... Oh, now I can't think of her name. Leslie Gore. Her channel is inner Leslie Gore and saying, "It's my party, I'll cry if I want to." Gary Templeton singled and scored to start the ballgame. Royce opening 9, an inning and 2/3, 4 hits, a home run allowed to Gwynn. No walks or strikeouts, and he's thrown 34 pitches. Throw to first, McReynolds a threat to steal, and Kevin is back. Goes home. Chopper up the middle. Duncan grabs it by the bag, underhands it to Sachs, and that will retire the side. What a stop by Mariano Duncan. However, the Alexa, what's my notification?
One new notification. As a Prime member, you get unlimited, full-resolution photo storage with Amazon Photos. To learn more, just say, "Alexa, set up my photo display."
Think they'd pay for that ad, huh? So here will be Duncan, Landro, and Marshall to start the third. Chow's opening 9, 32 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Duncan stole his 35th of the year his last time up and scored the lone run. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Ball 4. So they walk Duncan. First walk for Chow. Full count fastball low and in. That brings up Landro, who singled. And Duncan back as they throw to first, but that won't really help. There goes Duncan. Kennedy throws down to Templeton, and Mariano, 36. Stole it clean. So again, the Dodgers trying to manufacture some offense here. And a 1-ball count to Landro. Chow delivers. Landro pops him up. Templeton behind the bag at second, almost on the grass, will make the catch. Infield fly was not called. 1 out. Brings up Marshall, who struck out his first time up. You guys are quiet today. So, Tribe fan, or Blue Jacket fan, or Guardian of the Galaxy fan, and his trivia team were at the Guardians game last night against the Tigers. That seems like a nice thing to do, and judging by the pictures I saw, there were plenty of good seats available. Pitch to Marshall. That's in the left field. There goes Duncan. Back goes Martinez, and that ball is dropped. Martinez drops it. Marshall digging for 2 to throw to Royster, and that is a 2-base error. So the runner on third holds. Martinez kicked it around, and Marshall now the tying run with 1 out for Brock, who's got himself a sac fly. So Shao just stares out in left field. And again, 45,000 in the house here, and 30,000 of them are wearing Dodger blue. Pitch to Brock. He walked him, and they're loaded for Bill Madlock, who struck out his first time up. So Shao didn't have any walks in the first 2, now has 2 walks. Double play gets San Diego out of it. Pitch to Madlock. Won't get it. Ground ball to third. Bavakwa. Well, they might try for it. Royster for 1. They are going to turn it. How about that? To Garvey. And they go around the horn. Nice play by Bavakwa to get 2 out of it. And the Dodgers don't get anything. They do get a couple hits. They've left on 4. And so through 2.5, it's 3-1 San Diego. So L.A. has had their chances. Here's Royster. He's 0 for 1. And there's a ground ball to short. Duncan takes his time, throws to first. 1 out. Let's go, boys. We hear from the stands. I smell some goats, too. Here's Gwynn. Tony hit a home run his first time up. Down the line and right to give the Padres a 2-1 lead. So Tony now has 8 on the season with 54 RBI. Pitch from Royce. And that's a base hit into right field. Marshall will pick it up. So Royce has not been crisp. Sack should have had that, by the way. But again, you got 20 days here to clinch. Here's Garvey. Steve is 0 for 1. Garvey's going to get 100 RBI. He only needs 2 more for that. Won't be this time. Line drive. Sachs is there. Throws to first, and Gwynn is doubled. They double off Gwynn, and that will retire the side. So after 3, no runs, a hit. They don't leave anybody on. After Garvey doubled off Gwynn, Padres 3, Dodgers 1. So Sosha, Matuzik, and Sachs to face Shao and Royce, should anybody reach. Mike having a tremendous year now, hitting .315, singled his first time up. And he walked him. So Shao, who had good control his first time through, has kind of relinquished that. Here's Matuzik. Lenny is 0 for 1. Long drive, center field, tie game. And so Matuzik, who has not done much of anything since coming over from Toronto, has tied this ball game, his 7th of the year. And it's now 3-3. And so we'll take the chance and show it again. Matuzik just ripped that fastball from Shao into center field over the championship banner for the Padres. And again, there are more Dodger fans here than Padre fans, and so this place erupts. And that'll bring up Sachs with nobody out. 3-3 the score. I do not know I did not play the Houston game, so I don't know. But the Dodgers don't want to be in the clubhouse listening to Ross Porter tell them they've won the division. They want to win it for themselves. And if they do tonight, that would be their 96th win of the year. Sachs is 0 for 1, by the way. Ground ball to Royster, first base side, throws to Garvey for the out. So here's Royce, Jerry 0 for 1. And judging by the lack of people in here, the Dodgers clincher was not a popular choice. Jerry trying to get a big win here. Swings, ground ball to Templeton. Gary in the hole, throws across to Garvey for the out. So Shao, 2 outs here, top of the 4th. 76 pitches, 18 batters, 3 2/3, 4 hits. The home run from Matusik tied the ball game. But those walks hurt. He's walked 3 now and struck out 2. Duncan has 2 stolen bases. Midlife crisis, rooting for the Padres. Wow. Matt rooting for an earthquake. Duncan has walked and singled. He's 1 for 1. Struck him out. Shao got him to swing and a miss. Somebody has to. That's true. So the Dodgers get the big home run. 2 runs on a hit and no errors. They don't leave anybody on. After 3.5, the Dodgers 3, the Padres 3. And so here is the story. The Astros have come on strong, but everyone else has an E there. And so the Giants can't catch them. The Reds, who finished 5 games back, have gone 20 games to the worse. And the Dodgers, on the 16th day of September 1985, have their first of a lot of chances to wrap this one up. And why not? They have a run differential of 162. And away from Dodger Stadium, they are 49-24. But even if it was Atlanta coming back to win the division, the NLCS best of 7 this year starts in LA. St. Louis, Montreal, and the Mets. The Mets have a run differential of 108 and are going to lose that division. The Cardinals are 85-56. Reds finished 10 back in your replay. It was never close. All 4 divisions were within 5 games. So even though we're doing as played for the teams that it matters, they're going with it right to the end anyway. California, a half game up on Kansas City. California with a chance to win that division with a run differential of 2. And Toronto and the Red Sox start a series tomorrow. Blue Jays up by 4.5 on the Yankees, who have kept in there, but it's going to be a tough road to hoe. Toronto, however, is only playing 500 ball. So here's Bavacqua. Kurt is 0 for 1. Roy starts the inning. Line drive, right field, extra bases. Marshall picks it up. Bavacqua running and gunning for 2. Tommy says a few choice words, but that's the 7th double for Kurt. And Bavacqua has my speed out there. So a leadoff double. Here's Kennedy. He's 0 for 1. Rose starting Browning and Soto on 3 days rest like 9 times in September. Didn't translate well. Nope, it doesn't. Royce is going on 3 days rest today, although he is looking for his 18th win. Kennedy popped up, center field. Landro rides the Schwinn, makes the catch, but Vacqua goes back. Is going to third. The throw to Madlock is safe. Not in time, but Vacqua got in there easily. So the go-ahead run is on third for Martinez, who has doubled and scored. 1 for 1. And there's a base hit. That's going to be 2 at least. Matuzik fields it. Martinez, will he try for third? No. But that's a stand-up double. And for Carmelo, that's his 30th of the year. And the Padres go up 4-3. So here's McReynolds. Kevin 1 for 1. There's a base hit. Pass Sachs into center field. Landro has it. Martinez rounds third. Again, Landro doesn't have a great arm. But he's throwing home to Socha, and Martinez slides in there for the run. So San Diego goes up 5-3, and that'll bring up Shao. Eric had an RBI his first time up. 15 on the year. Shao slings this one down to third on the bunt. Matlock's only play is to first. Sachs is there. And Shao is retired. 2 out. Brings up Templeton. Royce, third time through the lineup. 68 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits. The home run to Gwynn. On all 5 runs are earned. He hasn't walked anybody, nor has he struck anybody out. Gary 1 for 2. He has singled and scored. To third, Madlock on the dirt. Long throw. And that's a bang-banger, and Gary is out. So the inning is over, but not before the Padres retake the lead. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We go to the 5th, 5-3, San Diego. So Landro, Marshall, and Brock to face Shao here in the 5th. Kenny is 1 for 2 with a single. There's a chopper to Royster. Jerry in front of the bag, almost on the grass, throws to first, and Landro retired. Tomorrow we'll be with you. The wife does not have an appointment. Blue Jays and Red Sox from Fenway. Here's Mike Marshall. Mike is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Fly ball, left center field. Martinez and McReynolds go back. It'll be Carmelo. 2 out. For Greg Brock, he has walked and driven in a run. 5-3 San Diego in the 5th. Greg, there's a fly ball, left center field. Martinez comes in, and we're halfway home. Well, nothing across here. Good inning for Shao. No runs, no hits, no errors. Halfway home on a Wednesday. A nice Wednesday here. 75 and cloudy in town. 5-3 Padres. If you joined us late, here's how we got here. The Dodgers took the lead in the top of the first. A sac fly from Greg Brock to make it 1-0. Then San Diego's put on a show. Tony Gwynn now has a 12-game hitting streak. He hit a 2-run shot down the line and right to make it 2-1. And then in the second, Eric Shao a sac fly to make it 3-1. In the third, the Dodgers huffed and puffed, and Bill Madlock hit into a bases-loaded double play to end the inning. In the fourth, Len Matusik hit a 405-foot shot to Long Beach to make it his 7th of the year since going over to L.A. to tie the game at 3. But in the bottom of the inning, Carmelo Martinez doubled home Kurt Bavacqua, and Kevin McReynolds would score Martinez to make it 5-3 San Diego. And in the chat, is Jerry Royce being Christmas treed? This is pretty much the definition of that. 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. And the home run, he hasn't walked or struck out anybody. Eric Schau isn't pitching all that great either. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. The home run, he has walked 3 and struck out 3. And so Royster, Gwynn, and Garvey to face Royce here in the 5th. Jerry facing Jerry. Royster is 0 for 2. Royce from the wind. And there's a pop-up left side. Madlock moves in that direction to catch it. And he will. 1 out. I'm surprised no one has used that. I mean, after 100 years or so of broadcast and ways of making descriptions, that when you light someone up, I mean, that's what you think of. It's a Christmas tree. Here's Gwynn. Tony's had himself a day. He has singled and homered, his 8th of the replay, and driven in now 54. And there's a liner in the center field. So for Gwynn, you can't blame him for the Padres not winning the division. He's on fire today. That's the 9th hit for the Padres, and Tony's 3rd. Here's Garvey. Steve is 0 for 2. Little nubber, and that will be Sachs. And Sachs got a late jump. He throws to Brock, and Garvey safe. So 1st and 2nd, 1 out for Bavacqua, who I don't think anyone on the planet, maybe Yuppie and the Philly Fanatic, would like to stick it to Tommy Lasorda more than Kurt Bavacqua. Kurt has a double and a run scored. He is 1 for 2. Roy steals. Bavacqua with a base hit. That's into left field. Matusik will pick it up. Madlock again. Bad defense. Here comes Gwynn. The throw home is going to be close, but not in time. And so it's 6-3 San Diego. And much to the jeers and cheers here at the Murph, Lasorda comes to get Royce. And so it'll be Bobby Castillo coming in for the Dodgers. Bobby has had a magnificent replay and is now making his 28th appearance of the year. He's 30 years old, an extreme fly ball pitcher, which works in the National League West. He throws hard, a fastball at 94, 3-1, with an earned run average of 2.69. Against the Padres, 6th appearances now, 7 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Both 2 of those were earned. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 0-1 with a 2.45 Christmas ERA. Scotty says Royce is getting lit up like the Madame LaRue pinball machine. And don't forget, following the game on Channel 11 will be Tommy, the musical about a teenage pinball wizard, written exclusively by Roger Daltrey and the who was not on first base for the Dodgers. Anyway, Castillo's last outing was the 10th. He's on 6 days rest in a 6-3 win against the Braves. 4 innings, 93 pitches, 4 hits, a solo home run that was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5. 60 1/3 overall for Bobby, 35 hits, 19 runs, 18 earned, 7 dingers, 33 walks, 55 strikeouts. So Garvey on second, Bavacqua on first. Kennedy is 0 for 2. 1 out, bottom of the fifth, 6-3, San Diego. Nobody on third. Kennedy with a ground ball to Sachs. Duncan for 1. Throw to Brock, and Castillo gets a double play. So 4-6-3, and that will retire the side. Well, it's not impossible for the Dodgers by any stretch, but San Diego wants them to listen on the radio. 1 run, 3 hits. They leave a runner on after 5, 6-3 Padres. So Bill Madlock, whose defense has not been good today, is 0 for 2 with a strikeout at the plate. Chow starts the 6th. Fly ball, right center, McReynolds. 1 out. It'll be Scioscia and Matusik to follow. Scioscia walked, singled, and scored. Bavacqua is really wet today. You don't hear that. No, you don't hear anything. It's a fortnight stream. Yeah, discussions of Kurt Bavacqua are not something you'd hear on a fortnight stream. Absolutely not. Pitch to Scioscia. Base hit right center field. Might be 2. Gwynn will play it off a hop. Scioscia is in there. Scioscia's going for 3 to throw to Kurt. Not in time. And for Mike, that's his 5th triple of the year. And so here's Matusik. He only hit 3 homers after being traded from Toronto to LA. He has 7 on the replay, and he's got a chance to pick up another RBI. So 1 out. He is 1 for 2. A 2-run bomb to dead center. Deceptive speed. Yes. I was trying to think of an appropriate joke for that. Scioscia on third. Matusik draws the walk. And so now Steve Sachs is the tying run. He is 0 for 2. Is a singles hitter, but a singles what you want. And for Chow, that's his 4th walk of the afternoon. So everybody up here in San Diego, Kennedy and Chow have a word. Sachs rips this one to third, and Bavacqua is there. And so that brings up Castillo with 2 out. Wow. You got 18,000 options as we play who can hit a righty. And the answer is going to be Pedro Guerrero, who does have a solo home run as a pinch hitter. 295, 27 homers, and 67 RBI. 6-3 Padres, 2 out. First and third, Guerrero strikes out. Chow got him at the belt. No runs, a hit, and no errors. The Dodgers huffed and puffed, but they could not blow the door down. Bottom of the 6th, 6-3 Padres. So it's a double switch. Guerrero will stay in the game in left. He's a 4 out there with a 5 arm. And batting the 9 hole. Ken Howell, 3 and 8, 6 saves, 44th appearance, and an earned run average of 488. Comes in. He's 25 years old, a fastball pitcher at 95. and is appropriate for California, a standard pitcher. Fourth appearance against the Padres, or 4 appearances against San Diego, 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Has walked 3 and struck out 2. Last pitched on the 11th against Atlanta. He went 3 games in that series against the Braves and has earned 5 days off as a result. On the 11th, he faced 2 batters. He gave up a solo homer and then retired the other on 8 pitches. Overall, 59 innings, 49 hits, 38 runs, 32 of those earned, 8 homers, walked 24, and struck out 62 so far. So Martinez, McReynolds, and then we'll see. Remember, the computer is doing this, and I'm running the Dodgers. Carmelo has doubled twice and scored twice. Won't double this time. Fly ball to Marshall. 1 out. Martinez also has an RBI. Here's McReynolds. Kevin 2 for 2. 2 singles and an RBI. Jays and Red Sox start a big series tomorrow on Retro Sports Network, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Pitch to Kevin. There's a liner in the center field, and Landro will pick it up. So McReynolds is now 3 for 3. See what they do with Shao. That's the 3rd time I've missed that. There we go. McReynolds with good speed on first. Brock sneaks back, and McReynolds is back. Shao has an RBI. 15 now on the replay. 6-3 Padres in the 6th. Shao pops it up. Guerrero coming in. Madlock calls for it. Bill is there. 2 out for Templeton. Gary 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. Struck him out. So Howell gets out of it as Templeton swung on and missed. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the 7th. San Diego trying to at least delay the champagne for a few hours. They lead 6-3. So Shao's 27 batters, 117 pitches. 6 innings, 5 hits. The home run to Matuzik. He has walked 4 and struck out 4. Mariano 1 for 2. Singled, stolen 2 bases, walked, struck out, and scored. Tribe fan. The charge horn at Progressive Field has now been changed to say guards instead of charge. That's dorky. Did you have fun? Looked like there were plenty of great seats available. Pitch to Duncan. Got him. That's 5 for Shao. An 0-2 fastball in there at the knees. So here's Landro. Kenny 1 for 3. Here's a fly ball. Left field. Martinez. 2 out. So I'll bring up Mike Marshall. Mike is 0 for 3. You open the champagne in December. And I haven't played the Astros game yet, so you still might win this already. You might have already won it. Pitch to Marshall. Mike in his left center field. McReynolds retreats. And will make the catch. Stretch time, 6-3 San Diego. Jerry Royster steps up. He's 0 for 3. Tribe fan did not have a great, well, Some of it was not good. The umpiring was atrocious. The catcher obstruction rule was out of hand. And way too many requests to make noise. Howell starts the 7th. Royster into right. Marshall coming in. 1 out. Here's Tony Gwynn. Tony 3 for 3. Has singled twice, homered, driven in 2, scored twice. Howell from the wind. And Gwynn is going to have a 4-hit day. Marshall picks it up in the alley. And Tony has 3 singles and a home run. So here's Garvey. Steve 1 for 3. 6 runs, 13 hits, an error for San Diego. And they have left on 4. The Dodgers, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and they have left on 6. Scioscia and Howell get together, change up the signs. Garvey, ground ball to third, and Madlock, well, they'll get Gwynn at second. The throw to first, and they get Garvey. So they go 5-4-3 around the horn. We go to the 8th. Goose Gossage coming in. And so it'll be Rich Gossage to try to lock down his 16th save. Also, Tribe Fan says, also, they played my least favorite song ever. Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on. Instead of spelling the state name like I do, O-H-I-O for oh no, not again. Wow. See, my least favorite song is Benny and the Jets. I really hate that song. Gossage is 34, making his 39th appearance of the year. 2-4, 15 saves out of 18 chances. An earned run of 317. An extreme ground ball pitcher. And that fastball tops out at 92. Against the Dodgers, 6 appearances, 5 in the third, 7 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 2, struck out 1. He has 4 saves against the Dodgers, but they've beaten him once. He's 0-1 against them. He last pitched against the Reds on the 12th, so last Thursday. In the 5-2 win, he got the 6-out save. 30 pitches, 1 hit, he walked 2, and struck out a man. 48 in the third innings, 44 hits for Goose, 18 runs, 17 earned. He's given up 4 homers, walked 17 while striking out 24. So Brock is 0 for 1 with a sac fly. Madlock and Scioscia with the pitcher's spot to follow should anybody reach. 6-3 Padres, top of the 8th. Brock hits a ground ball hard. Templeton by the bag at second. 1 out. Madlock, not been a great day for Bill. 2 bad plays in the field, a strikeout, and grounded into a double play with the bases loaded. He is 0 for 3. That's a base hit in the right center. Gwynn picks it up, and so the Dodgers have their 6th hit. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for L.A. They've left on 6. 6 runs, 13 hits, an error for San Diego, and they've left on 4. So here's Scioscia. They've yet to retire. He is 2 for 2. He has tripled. He has 5 of those now. Walked and scored. Pitch from Gossage. Scioscia in the right. Gwynn in the corner. Tony should track this one down. He does. And Madlock retreats back to first. So 2 out for the pitcher's spot. Sing it with me. Who can hit a righty? The answer is Enos Cabell. As a pinch hitter, Enos at 167 and 2 RBI. Overall hitting .312 1 homer and 21 RBI since he came over from the Astros. 2 out, runner on first. Madlock goes back, he's safe. 6-3 San Diego. Cabell, base hit center field. McReynolds will pick it up. And so the Dodgers have the tying run at the plate. Madlock going for third. McReynolds will just throw it in the infield. And for Sachs, it's runners on the corners and 2 out. And remember, we did the double switch. If Sachs should reach, it's Guerrero on deck. Sachs is 0 for 3. So first and third, 2 out. The Dodgers trying to clinch the National League West. Pitch to Sachs. Ground ball to Templeton. He underhands it to Royster, and that will retire the side. The Dodgers have left on 8. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Bottom of the 8th, 6-3 San Diego. So Tom Niedenfuer, in a non-save situation, is going to get some work. He is 3-1 with 26 saves and an earned run average of .92. This is his 47th appearance of the replay. 26 years old, a fly ball pitcher, and the fastball tops out at 93. Against the Padres, his 9th appearance. 7 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and 4 saves. He hasn't pitched in a while either. He got the save against the Braves on the 12th in an 8-5 win. Went an inning and 2/3, 16 pitches, and a strikeout. So overall, 59 innings, 43 hits, 8 runs, just 6 earned, 1 homer, 11 walks, and 55 strikeouts. So Bavacqua, 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, driven in a run, and scored. John always enjoyed playing these mid-80s Padres teams in Strat. All the other years you hated them. Everyone's always seemed to play every position, trying to double switch, and the like made me take your cards and dice games go on forever. Bavacqua popped up. Duncan. Eventually 1 out. So Guerrero, Duncan, and Landro for the Dodgers in the 9th. Terry Kennedy's 0 for 3. He has grounded into a double play. In the left center, Landro running in. Makes the catch. 2 out. So here's Carmelo Martinez. Carmelo has doubled twice, scored twice, and driven in a run. And he walks. So McReynolds is 3 for 3. Kevin has singled 3 times and driven in his 76th run. Padres have 13 hits. They've only left on 4. In the right center field, Landro moves over, and that will retire the side. So the Dodgers need to get 3 off of Rich Gossage. Good luck. The tie and 4 to go ahead. And it will start with Guerrero, who struck out his first time up. Struck him out. So Guerrero goes down again. He swings and misses on the fastball. And there are Holiday Inn reservation agents quickly working the outfield for the Dodgers possibly for tomorrow. We are being told that if they do that and the Astros win or lose, that their deposits will be refundable. Here's Duncan. Mariano 1 for 3, a single, 2 stolen bases, a run scored, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Pitch to Duncan. Mariano. Ground ball over the mound. Royster on the grass. Throws to Garvey. And there's 2 outs. So last chance saloon for the Dodgers to win this on the field today. Here's Landro. Kenny 1 for 4. Pitch to Landro. And there's a fly ball center field. McReynolds coming in. The Padres at least delay the coronation by a few minutes. 6 runs, 13 hits, an error for San Diego. They left on 5. The Dodgers, 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. And they left on 8. Eric Chow. Tony Gwynn is our Digital Dice MVP. 4 for 4, a homer, and 2 RBI. Chow, an 18-game winner, 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A homer. He walked 4 and struck out 5. Gossage gets a 6-out save, his 16th of the year. Royce, Christmas tree, 4 1/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, all earned, and the home run. Castillo, Howell, and Niedenfuer go 3 2/3 of shutout ball. But you don't really care about that at the moment. All you care about right now is what happened in Atlanta. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are National League West champions. The Braves beat the Astros by the score of 3-1. Johnson with a win. He goes to 4-6. Heathcock takes the loss. Terry Harper 3 for 3. And a 2-run shot. So in the 4th inning, Terry Harper's 2-run homer made it 3-1 Atlanta, and that was a bridge the Astros could not cross. And so Joe Johnson 6 2/3. Craig McMurtry 3-out save, 1-2-3 in the 9th, and it's celebration time in the Dodger locker room. They are champions. Yeah, you won the division by 20 games. That's not a back into the playoffs. So the Dodgers will get games 1 and 2 at home. Now the rest of this Tuesday in baseball, doubleheader in Pittsburgh between the Cardinals and the Pirates, and the Cardinals sweep 4-0 in game 1. John Tudor is a 25-game winner. He beats Jose De Leon. Cesar Cedeno 1 for 4, his 5th of the year in the stolen base. In game 2, they beat the Pirates 12-8. Pat Perry gets his first win. Rick Rhoden takes a loss. Reynolds 3 for 4, his 2nd of the year, and a stolen base. By the way, Tony Gwynn, 4 hits and a homer. One of those games, the Pirates made 4 errors. But the Reds, Dave Parker, 4 hits, a homer, and 4 RBI. Now is 25. They pound out 16 hits as Ted Power beats the Giants 10-9. Ward takes a loss. He's 0-1. Dwight Gooden throws a 3-hitter, strikes out 13. They beat Philadelphia and Kevin Gross 8-7. Darryl Strawberry, 1 for 3, a double, a stolen base, and a walk. The Yankees beat Cleveland 5-3. Brian Fisher 7-3. Von Olin 1-1. Andre Thornton 2 for 4, his 22nd of the year, and drives in 2. Detroit behind Walt Terrell shuts out Baltimore 10-0. Terrell throws a 4-hitter. He goes to 16-6. Denny Martinez goes to 4-18. Darrell Evans 3 for 4, his 32nd of the year. He drives in 4. Twins beat the Rangers 5-2. Mike Smithson set a 10-14. Jim Mason 7-13. Funderburk, don't say that name too fast, okay? 2 for 4, hits his 2nd of the year. Kansas City has tied California. They beat Seattle 6-5. The Mariners make 4 errors. Joe Beckwith goes to 4-1. Nunez falls to 2-5. Omar Moreno, his second of the year for Kansas City since coming over from the Yankees, 2 for 5 with a triple. Red Sox beat the Brewers 4-2. Bobby Ojeda 11-7. Moose Haas 11-9. And Steve Crawford is 13th save. And San Diego beats LA 6-3, but it's all for naught as Terry Harper will get a quarter playoff share. Atlanta beats Houston by the score of 3-1. So in the National League West, it's all over. The Dodgers are the champions of the NL West. St. Louis's magic number is 10. The Mets have now taken second place, but they're 10 back. Kansas City and California are going to go all the way to the last weekend. And Toronto, which starts a huge series against Boston tomorrow, is 4 up on the Yankees. Their magic number is 15. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ron Juckett. And again, finally, the Dodgers are the first in the playoffs. They have won the West by 20 games. Backing in. Enjoy your champagne, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.